Welcome back. I am Albert, and today I have this beautiful Mercedes GLC. And this car was brought to life in 2016 when it replaced the old GLK. Now, I liked the GLK, but this one looks better. This one is more modern. And even though that the GLC was brought to life in 2016, well, the car that I have here today, it's the facelift version of that car. This one was made in 2020 and looks beautiful. And today, well, yes, I'm gonna review it. Stay tuned.
Let's start with when and why. First of all, Mercedes decided to drop the GLK back in 2015 and released the new GLC. Now, the why. Well, apparently they decided that the GLC will represent the C-Class and they don't need the K letter anymore. And so the GLC was born. Now, honestly, I do like the GLC. It's a very big improvement over the GLK and honestly it looks better. It's more modern, more beautiful, and the design of this car is actually a reminder of the C-Class. Of course, the quality of the materials is excellent in this car and, well, a rebranded GLK was actually needed.
Let's talk about the front end of the GLC. As you can notice, this car has the AMG pack and is looking quite good. First of all, it has these LED performance headlights, which are quite nice, and also this AMG pack looks really stunning on this car. This beautiful front bumper with this chrome splitter here looks really nice, makes this car more aggressive. And of course, it's a nice, good looking SUV, and honestly, it really looks good. The grille, it's beautiful, this star-shaped grille from Mercedes-Benz. Also, I like the badge here because normally on this badge you have the radar for the adaptive cruise control. This car doesn't have that, but anyway, they put the badge here for that. And everything else about this car looks really nice. We have the parking sensors down here, and of course you can actually see these AMG vents right here, which they are quite nice and give this car more of a sporty aspect.
The heart of this car is a 2-liter 4-in-line turbocharged petrol engine which develops 194 horsepower and 320 Newton meters. All this combined with the all-wheel drive system and the 9-speed sequential automatic gearbox sends this car from 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds, a top speed of 215 km per hour or 134 miles per hour, which isn't bad, and still manages to have a very good fuel consumption of 7.1 liters at 100 kilometers or 40 miles per gallon, which isn't bad for a car like this.
Let's talk about the Mercedes from this side. Well, it looks really good. It sits on 19-inch wheels. These are specific AMG wheels, and honestly, I do like them. On my cars, I like bigger wheels, but on this one, they are quite there between comfort and rough ride. But honestly, on 19-inch, these ones are perfect for this car, and this design is quite nice and quite elegant. Well, all AMGs are good looking, but what can you do? So let's move along. As you can see from this side, the car is quite nice. It has this chrome package all over the car. Even these roof lines are covered in chrome, and to be honest with you, I would have preferred them to be blacked out, but either way, they don't bother me with this chrome look. It's quite nice, it's elegant, and it's looking nice for a big car of its size. Let's talk about the rear end of the Mercedes GLC. And as you can see, this car is very spacious. It has a lot of room for baggage, so it's quite a good car for daily driving. At least it's appearing so. One thing is actually odd, that this one doesn't have an electric boot, which is quite annoying because it has these handles over here and it's quite heavy to close it. But other than that, it's quite nice. So after I close this one like this, let's talk about it. Because honestly, the rear end of the GLC looks quite nice. We have these LED taillights, which they are quite beautiful, and when they light up they look really good. Also, we have this twin exhaust here, which of course it's a fake exhaust, but we are used to that. And this rear diffuser here, it's something that I do like. It's quite a neat thing that they put on AMG packs. It doesn't matter that it's a coupe or it's a SUV, it doesn't matter. I like how this rear splitter looks. Also, we have the parking sensors right here hidden in this plastic area, which looks quite good. And I like that it has also this chrome line here that goes very well with the whole chrome package of this car.
Jumping inside the Mercedes. On the door side, we have these beautiful aluminum buttons that control the windows and the mirrors. And of course, this car has a classy interior, this beautiful black interior. The seats are made out of this beautiful black leather and sway on the middle, and of course they have this nice white stitching, which is a quite good attention to detail. It looks very well. Of course, the seats are electrically adjustable and heated, and as you can see, they look quite good. Let's talk about the steering wheel of this car, because it looks really good. I like this aluminium trim all over the steering wheel, and it's so pleasant to touch. The flat bottom of the steering wheel also gives it a sporty look. And the buttons are quite interesting. We have here a button that is actually a touch sensitive button, and you can swipe through the menu in the gauge cluster, which is quite neat. Also, we have the paddle shifters and the controls for the music and for the autopilot. The dashboard layout looks beautiful. I like this piano black trim here. It's so elegant and it has a unique style. Also, in the middle we have the armrest, which you can open, and you have a lot of storage inside here. One aspect that I like is this pad over here from which you can control the infotainment system, and it's quite easy to use and quite responsive, even though the infotainment screen is a touch screen. The air vents are quite elegant and really easy to use thanks to these dials over here. You can adjust them really easy where you want them. The physical buttons are top quality, and the screen, well, the screen is very responsive. It's very fast, and of course it's the MBUX Mercedes infotainment system. The navigation looks nice. You have a 3D map, and we have here some settings. I'm not gonna go through them because if you want to see all of them, just watch my C-Class video where I'm presenting the infotainment system of the car. Just check it out. I have here the dynamic button, which is quite nice. You can go through the dynamic modes of this car, and of course, like any other Mercedes, they have this little show here on the screen, which is quite interesting. Right here we have some interesting buttons. We have the automatic start-stop button, the ESP, and the camera system, which this one has a reversing backup camera. The shut up infotainment button, which I like to joke about, and also the pad here from which you can control the infotainment system if you don't like to go through the touch screen. Moving into the back seats of this car. Well, as you can see, the door handle is wrapped in leather as all the others, nothing special here. You can sit comfortably 3 adults here, which is not bad, except that there's really nothing interesting. You do have these 2 air vents, as you can see, no climate controls, and you have here in the center armrest, you have 2 cup holders, but they feel kind of whimsy. They are not so great, the quality of them, I don't think they're gonna last too much, but nevertheless they are here in case you need to use them. The boot of this car is quite spacious. It has 550 liters, but if you decide to drop the rear seats, then you will have 1600 liters, which is not bad for this car. It's quite identical to BMW X3.
So, I'm driving the Mercedes GLC 200 9G-tronic 4MATIC. So, let's go. Oh yeah. I like the fact that actually the car is quite responsive. Honestly, it's going quite well when you press the gas pedal. I like how it sounds. I would prefer a V6 or V8, obviously. I think all of you would prefer that, but I think it's gonna be a good car if you want to buy one. In my opinion, I would definitely buy one. They're quite a bit expensive. I was searching the web, and they're not cheap to buy, but I think they're worth the price, because it's a good looking SUV. It's quite agile. With this AMG pack, it looks beautiful, and honestly, I would like to have one daily. It's not big that you cannot park it, it's not small that you cannot carry whatever you want to carry on it. So these are the things that I would probably look for in a car if I want to buy one. Now, about the fuel consumption of this one. Well, the fuel consumption is not that good. I managed to drive this car. Right now I'm not in England, I'm in Romania, and I'm driving this car on national roads and some highways, and I managed to get 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers, and you will see here miles per gallon, the UK and US. Yeah, so about fuel consumption isn't great. It's not quite what I was expecting, but I was not disappointed. I tried to think that it's a big car, it's 4-wheel drive, and what kind of amount of fuel would I be happy to give this car? Well, it doesn't go for 5 liters per 100 kilometers, or if you want to do 55 miles per gallon with this one, well, you won't do it, not even in your best dreams. But you can do 30 miles per gallon with a quite nippy smile on your face, because as I mentioned, the car is quite okay. I mean, you have all the gadgets that you need. The seats are very comfortable, the ride quality is good. The only drawback is the fact that it doesn't have this panoramic roof, and it doesn't have the electrical boot. But other than that, it's quite a good car, and if you're thinking of buying one, well, just go for it. I think that you deserve a nice German compact SUV, and this one is that car actually. as I mentioned, the prices are a bit expensive, but well, you get a Mercedes-Benz. You don't buy different cheaper car than from other manufacturers. But this one definitely it's a car that it's worthy of its price. So this was it today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, press a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And well, I'll see you when I'll see you, because a lot of interesting things are happening on my channel. I have a lot of different cars, and the things are getting better and better, and the weather is getting better and better, so I have more time for filming, I have more time for editing, and well, as I always say, life is short, enjoy it, and I'll see you